If you own a Rog Flow Z13 and you're looking at what accessories should you buy, I want to go through what I have, what I recommend, and why I recommend it really nice and quickly for you so you have a good idea of what are the best fits for the Z13. My name is Justice with Tablet Pro. Thank you guys for watching. If you have interest in this specific tablet or any other Windows tablet, this is a great channel for you if you want to make your tablet more useful, more usable, more touch-friendly, even with desktop applications. If that's you, click subscribe, hit the notification icon, and keep watching this whole video. All right, so the first thing that we're going to look at is we're going to look at expanding the storage on the Z13. The Z13 that we can get right now has a 1 terabyte cap. There's not a larger model, and that's okay, but having 2 terabyte would be really great. So I recommend this SD card, micro SD card from Lexar. Now, Lexar is a very reputable brand. It's one of the top ones. You can get any number of different ones. I don't specifically think Lexar is the best. Just this is a good one that I recommend. Now, the card reader inside of the 2022 Z13 is a UHS Type 2 reader, which means it can handle up to a little bit over 300 megabytes per second read speeds. Not write speeds, but reading speeds, which is what you really need when you're playing a video game from the micro SD card slot. If you want to expand your gaming storage, then this is a good way to do it. Just keep in mind the write speed will dictate how fast the download or the install happens on this drive. It's not terrible, it's not quick, it's not the same thing as your SSD drive, and it's already built into the device. Okay, so here's what I recommend. If you can find something that has a top speed, read speed of 150 megabytes, roughly 150 or higher, that's pretty good. Notice that this one says that it's built for the Nintendo Switch. Some of these will say that they're also compatible with the ROG Ally or this Nintendo Steam Deck, or the Steam Deck. Any of those things are an indicator that it's made to have games played from it, and that's a pretty good way to pick yours. This one right here, this one is $69.95, which is actually a fairly decent price. Instead of 130, it has Prime 1 day, and for this size of storage, that's pretty good. If you get something, sometimes you can find 512 gigabytes or 1 terabyte for like $20 or $30, and then you find out that the maximum read speed is 90 megabytes per second or something that makes it nearly unusable. So keep that in mind. The next thing we're going to look at is these right angle USB adapters. So this one is USB-C to USB-A. This one is USB-C to USB-C. This one very specifically is important if you're holding your device while it's plugged in. I use both hands because I use the Tablet Pro software, and so I have my left hand on the screen. My right one is holding the stylus, and I'll talk about this stylus in just a second. It's holding the stylus, and when the power cords are shooting through my hand, this is really uncomfortable. It really makes it difficult to move my hand up and down these keyboard shortcuts over here on the side, and I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not good. Since I use all 3 ports on my device, this one down here that's hidden underneath the little rubber cover, this one I have connected to my phone, which is recording this video right now. This one up here, USB-C, is powering the device, and this one on the right side over here is connected to my microphone. This one is USB-A. Right over here, and I have it plugged into USB-C up to the microphone to my right. Okay, so this one right here, the reason this is important is you want to make sure you're getting one that can handle the throughput of 130 watts. So this right here is a very specific one. This one supports 40 gigabytes transfer speed, 100 watts power delivery, and 8K 60 hertz video pass-through. which means this is going to be close. Now, the way that you can tell if your system is getting all of its power through this is going right here and checking to see if you can enable turbo. This one means that it recognizes and it sees all the juice, and so it lets us do turbo mode. And I know that this says 100-watt power delivery max, so I'm not sure. This does get a little warm, so keep that in mind. And if you find a better, more suitable option, then please put that in the comment section. Now, if you have a Z13, if you bought the acronym model, it comes with a stylus. If you didn't, that means you need to purchase a stylus. The one that I use and the one that I have recommended after doing 30 or 40 different stylus reviews is this one by Renacer, the Raphael 530. There's a 520 BT that has 2 buttons and a Bluetooth button.
I found some web results. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
This one has an eraser on the end and 2 side buttons. The line is very clean. It's very easy to use. It's magnetic, which doesn't matter on the Z13. You might be able to attach it just lightly where the keyboard normally attaches, but it's a great stylus. It's a good price, and it has the best line quality with a 2-button stylus that you can find. I like it better than the Surface Pen. I like it far better than the Slim Pen 2 for this machine. So don't get the most expensive one. It's not worth it. The ASUS Pen 2 does not perform better from our tests. And this was done with C. Butters, and you can check out that video review. I'll put the link in the description of this video. All right, let's jump on to the next one. Keyboard. Okay, now I use this keyboard. This is the one from Renacer. It's a Bluetooth keyboard. The one that comes with the Z13 is not Bluetooth. I mount my tablet on a tablet holder that I built, but you can mount it on something that you don't build, you just simply buy. And I'll show you my recommendation for that. But this device is not overly wide. So unlike the Surface Laptop Studio, which was wide enough to need something unique, this one isn't. It's about the same width as a 12.9-inch iPad. So most cases will both hold it and support it. Mine is just very robust. So that said, while it's being held, if you want a keyboard, you need to have a Bluetooth one because you're not going to be able to attach it while you're having it held for you. And I like this if I'm drawing or doing other things, I'm doing any type of video editing. I want the full screen. I want it at my eye level or close to my eye level so I'm not creating problems for my neck or my back. So this is the Bluetooth keyboard that I recommend. There is a special they have that has this and the stylus on their store on their website. So I'll link to that. All of these, because they're Amazon links and affiliate links, I get a commission for, but I recommend exactly what I think is best regardless. And that's why I choose certain items. And what we're going to be looking at next is these split Joy-Cons. These are awesome. I really like these. They've got this extra button on the back, kind of Elite controller-like. You can reprogram them to do certain things. They're quite good as far as tracking and movement with the D-pads. Joy-Con. These are the Binbach Joypad. This is a controller that you need to use some other software. So you may have to do a little work to find this one. This says this one is currently unavailable. Binbach Joypad. They have a couple different versions of this. The older versions were not as good. I don't recommend them. I recommend finding at least this version. This one has the rainbow pad. The pad color actually is definable, so you can have it whatever color that you want, and there's actually a fairly decent amount of options there. I have this mapped as an Xbox controller using a program, and I'm going to show you that program right now. This one, by the way, is also a very reasonable price. Most of these different ones, I do not like the third-party ones, so just keep that in mind. Looks like another company is selling these right here. These ones charge by USB-C, and they're really quite good. Not perfect, but they're quite good. You can also use just a regular Xbox controller, and I think that is the best. However, it is not the most comfortable. I like, because my Z13 is mounted on my bed, I can lay down, and having my arms comfortably to my side actually makes a very significant difference in how comfortable I am. This feels weird. It feels uncomfortable, and this feels like I'm living the dream. So this is lovely to use, almost as precise as a Xbox controller, and you can fiddle with those settings. The software that you would use to connect the Joy-Cons is called REWASD. It's right here. This is very, very affordable. $7. You have an option of this wonderful software. I have a video on my YouTube channel that will show you how to do this. It's very simple to do, not hard at all. And in the past, you used to have 3 different programs working in harmony in order to get this to work the way that you wanted. I don't like that process. I do like this software. All right, so that's REWASD. Now the last thing on our list is an extra charger. Now, I like having my setup in my bedroom, which involves a lot of equipment, and then I have my TV in the other room. And the Z13 is powerful enough to replace an Xbox One. It's powerful enough to replace quite a lot of gaming equipment, so you can just go out there. I have 2 things to show you here. I have this power adapter. Now, here's the deal. Z13 does not have a 130 watt power adapter made by ASUS that you can buy anywhere. They just don't sell it, which is really annoying. They sell the 100 watt one from the 2022 version. Doesn't do us a whole lot of good because it doesn't let us hit that turbo mode, which really is where the magic happens. That said, you could put this one in your bedroom and then put the ASUS one out in the living room, so you're getting maximum performance there. And then over here, you're just in performance mode, using a little less wattage, but you're still at a very nice performance level. I don't like this. I'm not happy with the fact that this does not have a third-party option that does what it's supposed to do. Now, I bought mine, I believe, for less than $38. I think I got mine for $29. And what happens is 130 watt USB-C charger, and it apparently caps out at roughly 65 watts being pulled by the system. I'm not sure if that is exactly accurate, but that's what I read in one of their forums. The last thing on the list here is the Anchor USB-C to HDMI adapter. This is basically a performance version that allows you to send out 4K 60 hertz. Now, I'm sending it out to a 1080p TV at 60 hertz, and so it works okay. Just keep in mind, you may not be able to push out 4K at 165 hertz to your TV if your TV doesn't support that and your cable doesn't support that. So keep that in mind. So I plug this into the port right down here, and this into the HDMI cable out to the TV. Make sure that that cable that goes to the TV is also one that supports a higher refresh rate, something that's at least 60 hertz going out. All right, now just for clarity, what I did for my tablet holder, I used this. This one's $39.50, and I'm amazed actually they still have it. I got it because this right here expands really nice and large, and this right here gives you almost any angle you could possibly want. I flip it so this side is facing down, so I can reach my arm underneath the tablet, unscrew, and adjust the position of the screen. This part right here, I disconnected. So I poured some epoxy into a metal threaded pipe, like one you would use for plumbing, and then I have it at a joint, and then another joint going down, and then attached to my nightstand with screws. This part is put inside of that metal pipe And then I have epoxy that's solidified and holds that into place. So it just has this little knob right here sticking out and this attached, and then I can use it however I want. The reason I do this is so that I can pivot so the whole thing swings to the side and swings back. That means that anytime I have to go up to use the restroom, I don't have to take anything off of my lap. I just push everything to the side, I go do whatever I need to do, get a drink or whatever, and then I come back and I pull the screen right in front of me. I pick up the keyboard if I need it, if I'm using it, or I just have the stylus and the machine right in front of me. Easy access, nothing's on my lap. It's very comfortable, it's cool, I don't feel restricted, and I like that. If you have more questions about this, let me know. I can make a video and just kind of show what my personal setup is for recording YouTube videos and for working in general. All right, that's my wrap up for the Z13, all the products that I use. If you have questions about the Z13 or accessories for the Z13, put it in the comment section. If I missed something that you wish I had reviewed, or you have a question about a different type of product, put that in the comment section also. All right, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay creative and have a wonderful day.